What is up, people? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode of our 1.9 survival tutorial. So we got the beacon here, guys, and I'm sure you can see I kind of just pounded out a little bit of sand when I last left you. There's a bit of a dent here, and took it back to Jungle Base just because, you know, we were low there after making all that glass for our mega farm. We needed it. And you should also note that I'm back wearing iron gear. That's because, guys, I mentioned doing this ocean monument, if you haven't done it before, is redonkulous. We need a stupid amount of sand for this. Now, because of that, you know, I could come over here. We can harvest it quickly because of the beacon. That's great. And I could fill up an inventory slot full, and I could carry it all the way to the ocean monument, but that would require like 4 bazillion trips back and forth. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to set up some nether portals. That's right, people. And, you know, this kind of thing is always a trial and error. So as you can see, I don't have any of my good gear with me because I don't feel like dying with it. And I've got some fire resist potions. And of course I've got our obsidian, couple ender pearls just in case. You know, nothing too valuable. What I did muck up and forget to do, actually, guys, is I really should have thought to maybe sort of kind of think far enough ahead to get some more food in my inventory, but no, I'm too dumb for that. So yeah, that didn't work out so good on my part, because yeah, so I think we're actually gonna do the poor man's portal here, just cause I'm cheap. No, because it's temporary, guys. This is gonna be temporary. Eventually, once we've harvested enough sand here, I've said it in the past, we're basically going to blow down the last of the rock and everything on the bottom and harvest that out, and then we're going to turn it into ocean. That's right. The biome will say desert, but it's going to be ocean. Because, yeah, that's just how it's going to work. So, what I figured is we get off to a start here just by getting a portal. And let's grab some extra blocks just in case we need them. We're going to get these off our hotbar before we go in. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to put a portal at each end here and at our ocean monument. And then we're going to see what we can do about connecting them. I really should have brought more food though. That should have been a thing. So we're going to take our screenshots, because I always take my screenshots, but really at this stage, guys, what I'm concerned about is not so much this location, it's where we end up in the nether. So I did just kind of grab some old armor. I got a couple with fire protection, couple with standard protection. I grabbed a couple, you know, old iron picks and just kind of repaired them. So that's good. I actually might save the Fortune 3 just in case we run into some quartz. And I just threw a Smite 4 book on a brand new iron sword because I've got several Smite 4 books, and we've already got a Smite 5 diamond sword with mending on it for harvesting withers and blazes and everything, and it's got, you know... Uh-oh. They're that close? Well, that could be a good thing, guys. It could also be a bad thing because it might break our other portal. This might not be bad. This might not be bad. Do you know that? If they're that close, that works out pretty good. Downside is I left my horse over there. I think, guys, what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to try that one more time, because if we can simply transport the sand there to a pre-existing portal that's already hooked up with our railway tracks, then we're pretty much laughing. Then we just need to connect that to our ocean monument, which should end up somewhere near where our future Nether hub's going to be. Which, by the way, guys, the reason I haven't done that yet, I don't think I've ever mentioned this. You notice that, like, spawn, there's no railway running there. And the track I have laid is between this base and where our villager, our, you know, infinite breeding villager base is. Well, that's because those two are stationary. I know I want them hooked. I know they're going to move together. And that's that. But the actual Nether hub, which we want near our spawn base, so our spawn base is kind of the central location to it, our portals there are going to move. So to set it up prematurely is kind of a bad idea. I know a lot of other YouTubers you might see, especially on multiplayer servers, will kind of set up another hub at spawn right away. But as we expand our world, that's likely going to change. I really should have grabbed food while I was back there. Oh well, I'll grab some on the way back. And what we don't want to do is set up a bunch of satellite bases, connect them all to a hub, and then realize we have to move the whole hub, because that's just, you know, doing things twice when you could do them once, which is never a good idea. And I don't have the best gear on to battle outside right now. Although I think I got power 4 on the bow, so it could be worse. So yeah, since we're going to move where our portal is going to be at spawn, and all our other locations are not, you know, definite yet, I'm kind of leaving that till we progress a little farther, because we want to know where stuff like our Ocean Monument farm is going to be. We want to know where stuff like our gold farm is going to be, because yes, we're going to do one of those. We know where our wither farm is now. Look, new husks. Cool. I like it. I like the new mobs. They're going to be a pain in my butt, but I still like them. Okay guys, so you've seen me go through the portal. I think I'm going to cut here, and I will see you guys at the Ocean Monument, and we'll get her sorted out from there. BRBs. Alright guys, and we are at the Ocean Monument. Yay! And one thing I totally forgot to do was get a screenshot of our coordinates here. So, whoops. If I push the right button, we might be able to do it. So obviously, this should work out pretty close to spawn. And that's what we're kind of hoping for. I grabbed some chicken, so we're in good shape there. Do we not have chests set up here? We should really set some chests up here. And I left a boat up there. I forgot to bring an axe, which really sucks, because I totally forgot that I'm going to have issues with those idiots up there otherwise, unless I can get the boat into an opening and break it quickly. So that's something we're going to have to work on in future. Now, kind of got a big opening here, so I want this away from there. So I guess we will go for... Here looks good. Now that's outside, so we definitely don't want to punch that. So let's go... Can we get away with going... We should be able to. I think we can. I think we can. There we go. We just kind of cheat our way around it this way. And then we should be good to go. See? Not a problem. There, and we'll eventually be able to set up a system so we can push minecarts right through here, and we're good to go. Now we'll light that bad boy up, and I think what we actually need to do, guys, we need to get some chests down here. I can't believe I haven't set any chests up down here yet. Because we are going to need chests and chests of the sands. So let's maybe leave these here for now. Yeah, we'll take the obsidian. I'm not too worried if I lose a bit of obsidian. It's always a good thing to have when you're venturing off into strange, unusual places in the Nether. We'll take the cobble for building blocks. And let's go see where we're at. Oh, wow, did we luck out, guys? I'm telling you, did we luck out or did we luck out? Now, we only have one problem, and that's going to be, does this take us back to the ocean monument now? No, it still takes us back to base. So we could, like, break this and try and get that fixed, or we could try and set up another fixed portal. I mean, that's kind of the hum and haw. We're going to want a fixed portal for the ocean monument anyways. However, we are likely to move that kind of stuff, right? So why don't we take this random... And by the way, guys, the reason I said this is going to move is because we haven't been blowing this up with TNT for months now and creating this huge space for nothing. Yes, I know I've got, like, my enchanting table and all the beautiful stuff going on out here. And, you know, our beautiful mob farm and everything. But this is spawn, dude. If you think this is the extent of our base, you're bloody kidding me. Not even close, guys. We are going to wreck some face up in here when it comes to super building, okay? We are going to... No, that's not where you're supposed to go. We are going to wreck some serious face in the building department. We are going to have one huge spawn base down there. I kid you not. It will be stupid huge. Was that a full stack? No. So... no, we better be... We're probably going to move a portal, so we better. Oh! I don't want to take down a thing with a diamond. I really don't want to get rid of any of my good. Do I just have one I can afford to lose here? That's efficiency 4. But it's only fortune 2. Let's take this one. You know what? I can probably scrounge one up from a villager. No good axe though, huh? No good axe. So I guess we'll have to make an axe. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can leave, why don't we take a good pick? Because I can just leave one at the ocean monument, right? Yeah. We'll take this one, we'll leave it at the ocean monument, and I can't believe I have no axes left at this location. What's up with that, guys? Let's take our block of iron. I think I still have plenty for opening that door down there. So we'll pull out of our stash up here. Actually, do we have... we have a thing for those blocks. Do we? No. We got like no tools at spawn, man. We need to spend more time here. Drop some more wasted stuff here. Yeah, I thought I had 3. Losing my mind here. I'm losing my marbles, guys. And just take the leftover sticks and do like so. Okay, I guess that's all we need. Wait a minute. I wasn't thinking about that clearly. I'm not taking this dang pick because we'll end up leaving it in the Nether. So no, I will suffer the consequences of breaking obsidian with a crappy iron pick, which I hate. Actually, I don't need to break... What was I thinking? I don't need to break obsidian. I just need to obstruct the portal, people. Pro tip. Just stick a block in the middle of it so it can't fire back up. And then light the new one in the new direction and come back with a diamond pick when it's safe. See, guys? I'm a pro. I know the things. I'm just an idiot that takes a couple minutes to think about it sometimes. So, yeah, I'm... Whoops. Gonna do... I just wrecked my beautiful surround spawn. I'm gonna do the walk. I'll pause here. And I'll BRBs. Alright guys, we're back. So I was smart enough to actually do all the things properly up in here this time around. You can see what I've done here is I've blocked this off high enough. That's why I wanted to make that axe. Can see we can't place our boat right now though, but what I've done is I've blocked it off high enough that we break line of sight with the guardians. So when I want a boat here, I can basically just come, and the problem is it's too narrow to place a boat out here, but I can place it there and get in that way. So I can come and pretty much just run my boat right in and then break it from there, because what you do not want to do in this situation is with the new boats, and I hadn't thought of it, so I figured it out the hard way, is you don't want to leave it out there, because those guys can actually they can end up inside your boat. And one of the changes they made with this week's snapshot, if you saw, we're on 21B. This week's snapshot, they changed the way passengers, hostile mob passengers, work in the boats. So now when they're riding with you, instead of them being passive, they can attack and kill your face. So you can't use boats anymore to cart hostile mobs, which really sucks. And we're going to take that boat with us. No, we'll leave an extra boat here just in case. We'll leave the door here. Let's get our chickens. So what we need to do here, guys, since that's connecting to our main portal, is we need to get an exact, and I mean literally exact location where to put the new portal so it matches up with this. And it's probably somewhere over lava, which is why it connected to our other portal. That portal is lined up pretty much exactly with the other one, or it should be anyways, because it is the original spawn when I built that first portal. So they should be closest. So we need to know exactly down to the block where to put this. And we do this by dividing by 8, in case you guys haven't known. So we can see that we're basically moving on the X here. So we're going to take 660 and 51. So negative 51, because the Y is always 1 to 1. Or, sorry, positive 51, because the Y is 1 to 1. And we're going to take the 660, and it's an 8 to 1 ratio. So we're going to divide that by 8. So we should be at negative 75 in the Nether on the Z. And then we need to figure out our X, which is the one that's moving. So that should be 211 then, right? See, 211. So we're going to divide that as well by 8, which gives us 26. So we need to be at positive 26, 51, 75. So now that we know that, we can go into the Nether and see why we're connecting to the wrong portal. And if it's because this portal lines up there exactly, then we're going to have to create another portal to line up to the other one. Now see, this one does not line up correctly. So we need to be at negative 75, which appears to be a fair bit this way. And based on what we know about where we are in the Nether so far. We're going to take a fire resist here and an ender pearl just in case, because we don't have the best gear on. And I knew that was going to... Suck it! Give me a ghast here. Don't fall in the lava. Of course. I'm not going to risk it. We've already got like dozens of ghast tiers. So we need to be at 56 and negative 75, which is probably somewhere way the heck over here. Okay, so we're at 51, which is just a tad too high, but it's not the end of the world, right? But negative 75 is quite a distance. Quite a distance. So, let's see how far. Based on this, I'm going to say I probably need to do the diggings. So what I'm actually hoping for is to find a spot where we can connect exactly. Now we need to be at 26 on the X, we said. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here. And we're going to line it up based on here, because now that we've looked outside, we pretty much know we have some netherrack we can dig through to get there. So 26, which is right there, and then negative 75. Ooh, yeah, I think it's over lava. It's going to be over lava, and we need to be at that block right there. Right up in here, right? 51. So guys, yeah, you know the drill. I'm going to do this for a bit, and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, so as I expected, you can see the torch there. That's where I came out at the level 51, and it pretty much is right above lava. So that is why it connected to our other portal. No big surprise. So keeping our hotbar active, I'm going to basically just line this up. Or keeping our hotbar. Keeping our fire resist potion in our hotbar. Just in case, because this armor will not last long if we take a spill into the lava. I'm going to kind of take this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a platform down here. Just for us to kind of fall on, if need be. And then we're going to go up. So 26 right here. And I'm going to run like a sissy girl when I hear a ghast. That's usually the smart way of doing this. Okay, so we've got it marked. Kind of where we need to be here, right? And this is why I use cobble for stuff like this. It's just, it's so quick. You know what I'm saying? It's so quick. So let's just kind of go out. Oh, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just gonna build literally a fall trap essentially here, guys, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went back to spawn, grabbed a whack more cobble, made a whack more slabs, and as you can see where I cut in here, I've started kind of taking this out. I stepped it down for now, but what we are going to do ultimately is put a railway system in here to get to where our portal's going to be. So I'm putting sissy rails on just because, well, you know, I don't want to get knocked off, and I don't want our stuff to get knocked off when we start transporting. So we're going to have to set up like a proper railway system here. For now, a walkway will do. It'll give us the space we need to start moving stuff. And even if we have to carry it a short distance by hand, if we connect our rail from over at the jungle, which is already partway done, to here, we can start moving some pretty substantial amounts of sand. And one of the really nice things is pigmen don't spawn on train tracks in 1.9 anymore, so we have zero concern about, you know, having to block it off with glass or any of the old tricks to prevent pigmen from wrecking your day. So this is kind of how I like to do this, just because it's a little slower going. However, should a ghast decide to shoot me in my face, I'm less likely to fall off. And the whole point to that platform was really just to kind of mark, one, where we need to go, and two, when I'm setting it up, should I fall, there's something there to collect my items. Not that I care too much about these items anyways, but, you know, never hurts to take precautions. And as we set up our permanent nether rail, this kind of gives me clues of where I want things, because our portal to the end is way over there, right? So we're going to need to bring the rail down to connect to that at some point. And having a visual indicator for the couple seconds it takes down on the lava really helps out. I mean, we can see our other walkways over there. This is why I leave the nether hub in my worlds to kind of late game, so I have a clue when it comes to all this stuff. So we're getting long on time here, so I'm basically gonna just pause and finish this up, and I'll BRBs. Alright guys, and we're pretty much rocking now. I think I'm gonna switch to, was that our fortune? No, that was our fortune 3. I'm going to switch to our fortune 3 because look what we found, and it's a good thing I grabbed that fire resist armor, guys, or fire protection armor, because I did take a whack of damage mining into this. Unfortunately, I was kind of right at the edge back here, and I popped a lava source block, and I simply couldn't back up quick enough. So, you know, while our diamond armor, I'm sure would have survived it, no problem, right? It's still just nice to not have to worry about wrecking your gear, not have to worry about losing your gear, and having some cheap disposable gear that covers your bases. So what I'm doing here, guys, you might have noticed I'm kind of making this 3 wide, and that's because since we're going to run a train track into this, I want it to be... Oh, this one's too fast. Let's switch back. I want it to be 3 by 3 on this end. It doesn't need to be on the other end. It's not necessary. But on this end, I would definitely like a 3 by 3, just so there's plenty of room that we can push a minecart right through it. Now, that used to work. It's a little buggy now. I guess we can get rid of this. So I don't know what kind of results we're going to get, but I'm always up for trying, right? Because sometimes they change things in one version, and it changes back in the next, and you're good to go. So we're going to leave this solid, and we're just going to confirm that we are exactly at 75, minus 75 rather, 51 and 26 on the X, which is exactly where our calculations came into play. So, bearing that in mind, we should be good to just kind of go in here and end up at our ocean monument. Come on, baby. Haha, beautiful. And when we go back, it should take us to the new portal. Worst case scenario, we might have to break the nether portal to spawn and take this once and then go back, but hopefully this works. Done. No issues, people. No issues. So, of course, I kind of want to solidify this a little bit, right? But at this stage, really, we know we're good to go. So, what I'm probably going to do is just throw these down like so. We'll take these out, and I'll pretty this up over time. this portal's going to move too, right? Because we're going to tear that whole area out. So while this is good for now, it's still just kind of an approximate location for the time being, which will help us get the job done until we move into the world of actually doing our full-on Nether hub and our permanent one at the Ocean Monument and our permanent one at spawn and all the lovely stuff. I'm really happy actually how good that did turn out. The reason I'm not worried about connecting the other portals, guys, is because, like I said, it's kind of a temporary thing. So it'll only last as long as we're mining that out and transporting it in this early direction. For now, anyways, if I'm not taking the sand back to this direction, I can easily just kind of pop back in and pop back out and end up back in the overworld at our other base, right? Which is awesome. Who doesn't love that? If I'm just gathering sand to bring it over there, that makes it easy. If I'm gathering sand to bring it over here, well, we've already got the railway part way, so we'll get her set up and we'll be good to go. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys all my process on that. Not sure you had all seen it before, or you might handle it differently or whatever, but that's how I'm connecting our nether rail to get all our sand over here. And we're literally going to fill this area, guys, with chests and chests and chests of sand before we start working on the outside. It's going to be a long project. It's a ton of work. And one thing I've learned over time is do your real big projects in bits and pieces so they don't burn you out. I hope you also learned a few things in terms of the new 1.10 mechanics and 1.9 mechanics and all that. And if you did, make sure you hit the like button so you can help others that might want to learn some stuff and things, or might just enjoy the videos, catch them too. And if you haven't already, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Once again, thanks for watching. Bye.